And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is just past 3 o'clock here on the West Coast. Las Vegas has been the site. Gold Coast Hotel and Casino is the venue. And the event, of course, Team USA Trials. It is time for day number 5, the final day. We saw the men earlier. It is time for the women to hit the lanes and determine our 4 automatic spots on Team USA and Junior Team USA, and of course, our 2022 Team USA Trials champion. My name is Emil Williams Jr. Pleased to be here with you. As always, big thanks to Aaron Smith, Jason Thomas, and Matt Canizaro, and our entire crew and staff here for Team USA Trials today. This week, and everyone here at Gold Coast Hotel and Casino. Simply put, folks, if you joined us this morning for the men's squad, you know that it was high scoring. You also know that I won a bet for lunch versus or against our good buddy Brian Mano. And so some of the scores that we saw this morning, just to give you an idea, there were 3 players who finished at plus 300 for 6 games or better. There were 3 players plus 300 or better this morning. And then there were 7 players by my count who finished at plus 200 or better, at least. And so that's a really good question, Aaron Smith. We'll talk about that. But I don't know at this point. I don't know. Aaron's asking me, can we reverse the bet? Was it only for the men's squad? I don't know if we put squads. I think we just said day. Nonetheless, it was high scoring. I do still anticipate some high scores here. Lauren Pate really, really wonderful job last night to lead day 4 in the 45-foot pattern. Lauren went plus 212. She was the squad leader last night. And because of Lauren's excellent bowling, that then moved her into 5th place with 73 points. She is 1 place, so 1 spot behind Brianna Cote at the moment. Bree with 62 points, looking for an automatic spot on Team USA. Shannon Puhalski is your overall leader with 19 points, followed by Julia Bond with 31. Shannon O'Keefe, the big day in day 3 to lead that block at plus 246, including a 299 game. Again, Brianna Cote sits 4th. Lauren Pate right now again 5th. Big shout out to Chloe Skorzinski. She is 6th overall with 81 points, and right now she is the leader in the U.S. amateur standings. Followed behind her, Ashley Rucker, 7th overall, 2nd in the U.S. amateur standings with 87 points. Hope Gramley, 8th overall, 3rd in the U.S. amateur standings with 93 points. Rounding out the top 10 overall, Paige Peters, Toms River, New Jersey. She is 9th at 90 or with 94 points, And Mabel Cummins is 10th with 94 points. At the moment, for Junior Team USA, Paige Peters is leading the way for the automatic spots. Mabel Cummins technically would be 2nd, but because she has already earned a spot on the 2022 team, that spot will drop another one. So right now it's Paige Peters, Danielle Jedlicki with 107 points currently. Brooke Roberts is in the mix. She already has a spot, though, as well. So we drop another. Alyssa Ballard is in the running for an automatic Junior Team USA spot at the moment, where she is the daughter of Carolyn and Dell. Caroline Thazier also has a spot. Oh, man. So wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. So we'd have to go Paige Peters, Danielle Jedlicki, Alyssa Ballard, and right now Anna Callan from La Crosse, Wisconsin. Anna currently at the University of Nebraska. Those 4 players right now would earn automatic spots. But, of course, we've got 6 games to go. We need some live scoring I see in the chat. Don't you worry about a thing. Live scoring. Bam. There it is. Okay. Other news and notes. For Shannon Puhalski, she is the leader. If she is to continue her streak of 21 consecutive, she's trying to make it 22 consecutive appearances on Team USA. She will need to finish better than 44th today on our 36-foot pattern. Then for the U.S. Amateur, if Chloe Skorzinski finishes 6th or better today on the 36-foot pattern, she will guarantee herself the top spot for the stepladder finals in the U.S. Amateur, which is coveted. Top seed, obviously, you get one match, and then you also get to choose the lane condition. We start today by watching Carly Van Dunen, Patricia Rosales, and Miranda Patterson, Jenna Williams, Hannah Roars, Haley Chanel, and Haley Hitt. Earlier, if you didn't join us, we had to make a channel switch. So we had to remove 51 through 54, which had been in play throughout the day or the week. We had to remove it this morning and move it down to lanes 5 through 12 because of a lane assignment mishap that actually sent our leaders at the end of the round to the low end. Of course, so in order to get you the best possible coverage, really any coverage of that area, we had to make a change. And so that is the case, and that's what you see on 5 through 12. So if you click on it and you go, boy, what is going on with these split screens? And that's why. It was makeshift. We had to do it. But if you really only need to or want to go to it at the end, that's totally okay. Because that's where it's going to be the most impactful is at the end of the round, specifically game number 6. Obviously, there's going to be players there bowling throughout the day, so you can check in. You won't be able to see scores too much, so just keep that in mind. Hello to everyone who has tuned in on Bowl TV, as well as our good people and viewers on the Bowl TV YouTube channel and the Sport of Bowling USBC Facebook page. There is a lot going on, just like the men's squad. So if you have any questions about automatic spots, the U.S. Amateur, Junior Team USA, who's eligible, who's not, please drop those in the Bowl TV chat. If you have a question and you're watching right now on Facebook or YouTube, you can drop those right there as well, and I will periodically take a look, see if I can help answer your question. And finally, we will have a giveaway or two, an additional. One Bowl TV t-shirt will be given away this round. And then tonight during the U.S. Stepladder or U.S. Amateur Stepladder Finals, an Xbox Classic Series S or Series S will be given away tonight. So all my gamers out there, you better be watching tonight. Hi, Tiffany, JP. Jack, hope we got you squared away with the live scoring. Helene. Let's see. Thomas. Michelle is watching. Sorry, Rick, I can't. Today's pattern, 36 feet in length. $23.535 milliliters of oil. It is I'm not gonna say it's cut and dry by any stretch, but it's a short pattern. I don't think any player in the field, and there could be a few who've never seen a short pattern, but I would expect some strikes to be had here. I've already seen a few strings. Of course, live scoring is your friend, especially today. You can find the pattern and everything else you may need at bowl.com/Team USA Trials. There's the pattern and the Bowl TV chat. You'll also be able to find, again, overall standings after. You want to start, of course, today with the after 4 overall and the after 4 U.S. Amateur. As we get going, you'll then want to click on round 5 under the daily standings. Other news, Puhalski would have to finish 12th or better. That's more of a note. 12th or better if Julia Bond won day 5. So if Julia Bond, who is second overall, let's say she wins day 5 today on the 36-foot pattern, let's say she is the leader. If that happens, Shannon Puhalski would have to finish 12th or better to win her 3rd Team USA Trials title. Shannon also won in 2011 and 2015. She is also looking to win the USBC Team USA Trials for the 3rd time since its introduction in 2008, to go along with wins at the U.S. National Amateur Bowling Championships in 2001, 2003, and 2004. So there's a lot of historical perspective and items on the list for Shannon Puhalski today if she can win. Thank you, Aaron Smith. As the leaders get close to us, just like we did this morning on the men's squad, and us, I mean any coverage pairs that we have available, that's when we will go to them as soon as they get close. And by my count, the first time we will see someone in the top 12 or 16 or 15 really is game 2. We will have Lauren Pate, Chloe Skorzinski, Ashley Rucker, and Hope Bramley on 31 and 32. And then we'll have Taylor Bailey, Danielle Jedlicki, Brooke Roberts, and Marissa Carey on 33 and 34. Then in game 3, really just to the left of 31-32, Puhalski, Bond, O'Keefe, and Cote will be on 29 and 30. They will join us on 41. Speaking of Puhalski, Bond, O'Keefe, and Cote, we'll have them for game 3 on 41 and 42. And we won't see them again, unfortunately. It's the way the cookie crumbled today. It's a pretty bad cookie today. Not a good Oreo. Until the final game, of course, which is game 6, and then we'll have them down on the 5, 6, 7, 8 range. That will disappoint some of you. It is disappointing slightly, but that's the way the cookie is crumbled today. We do what we can. You know, I got you covered. I'll tell you what's happening, and so on and so forth. Just like the women's squads have been throughout the week, the majority of the players or pairs have 4. There are certainly some with 3. Yes, Austin Bailey. An Xbox Classic Series S. Let me make sure I got the name right from Aaron Smith. Or just an Xbox Series S. I'm gonna make sure I get the name right. classic could be throwback these days. You know what I'm saying? We got to make sure it's right. But we are giving away an Xbox. The only way to win that Xbox, though, is you got to be watching on BullTV.com. It is an Xbox Series S. You got to be watching on BullTV.com tonight for the U.S. Amateur Stepladder Finals, which means you need to become a subscriber of Bull TV. A few options for you. There's an annual subscription at $79.95 and a monthly at $9.95. There are an abundance of collegiate events upcoming. Not only USBC Collegiate Tier 1 events, but of course, USBC Sectionals, which is very important. That determines, or those sectionals will determine teams who advance to the Intercollegiate Team Championships, which is the national championship. I believe perhaps some members of Texas Southern are in the building. And Tulane, there is a collegiate event. I actually forgot about that. The Mount St. Mary's hosts a cool event just down the way at South Point. So many of those teams have arrived, and we're starting to see some of them check out the women's squad here. Nonetheless, Xbox Classic Series tonight. Bull TV t-shirt this round. Had a question about eligibility in regards to competing at Team USA Trials and essentially trying out and have an opportunity to potentially make the team. You need to be a USBC member in good standing, a United States citizen, and an entry fee. That is essentially what you need. And you need to be 18 or 16, excuse me. You need to be 16 years of age or older. Come out, test your skills against some of the best, not only youth and certainly adults in this country. Should be the same skip. I believe it's 12 lanes, 6 pairs overall. But instead of players moving left and right, the pairs today act as a cross. So if you were to equate this to like a PWBA tournament or event where the group as a pair will cross together, that's what's going to happen today. Everyone will cross together as a pair, and everyone will go right. Yeah, we've given out 2 AirPod Pros, an Echo Dot, and we're going to give away an Xbox. That's pretty substantial. I need some AirPod Pros too. My wife is afraid I'm going to lose them, which she is probably right. Hey, John. Boy, everyone's talking about snowy. That seems to be the case across or certain parts of the country. Midwest to the East Coast. Snow. Everyone, please be safe wherever you may be. Just as I guess maybe more of a quick heads up as we got a long way to go before we get to tonight's step ladders for the U.S. Amateur titles. But that will be a separate broadcast in its own right. So our plan is to have 2 channels, one dedicated to the men's step ladder and one dedicated to the women's step ladder. That's our plan. Plan is to have commentary on both of those channels also. And then the Team USA selection and announcement show to follow. Nice and sunny in New Zealand. I love that very much. Here's Pattison to finish things out with excellent shot. She is a really, really good young talent. Competes for McKendree, bowling collegiately. Patricia Rosales at Louisiana Tech. 175 for Carly after the great start. And a couple of tough frames in between. Rosales. An opening shot on the first shot on the 10th, excuse me. I know for Rosales, I know she's a little disappointed right now where she is in the standings. A junior Team USA player with by winning U20 junior gold a couple years back. Seen a lot of 9 pins. We know score is out there though, so we may look up and see a name near top 4 or in the top 10 that we didn't see, that wasn't in the top 4 prior to. Don't forget, folks, if you have a question, please don't hesitate to drop them. There's a lot that's happening, and so if you're confused about anything, I'll try to answer it as best as possible. John? No, the selections will not be announced until tonight. So the only thing that has been determined at this point in regards to the men's squad are the 4 automatic selections to Team USA, the Team USA 22 Team Trials or Team USA Trials champion, the 3 players who will be in the men's U.S. Amateur Step Ladder Final, and the Junior Team USA auto selections. Those are the items that have been determined. Now, if you missed any of that during the men's squad, I will run that down for you. All right, so let us congratulate, if you haven't, Darren Tang, who is the 2022 Team USA Trials champion on the men's side. Darren shot 279 in the final game today to clinch the title and stave off Kyle Troop. So congrats to D Tang. Should have something cool for his vlog and all of his great subscribers over on Twitch as well. Along with Darren Tang, of course, winning. That earned him a spot, obviously, on Team USA. Darren Tang, Kyle Troop finished second. He is on the 2022 squad. Nick Pate finished third. He has earned a spot on the 2022 team. And the final automatic spot went to AJ Johnson by finishing fourth. The automatic junior Team USA spots on the men's side went to Anthony Nyer, Julian Salinas, Ryan Barnes, and Carter Street. Those are your four automatic qualifiers for junior Team USA. The U.S. Amateur stepladder finalists are Nathan Stubler. He will be the number one seed. Trent Mitchell, who was your day 3 leader overall, had some struggles today, but a big 267 game. Jumped him, I think, 25 or so spots. And while missing out on the automatic spot, he will have a chance to win a spot and still control his own destiny. He is the number 2 seed. He was out of that too, by the way. He was out of the top 3 heading into the final game. And Dallas Leon is the number 3 seed for the U.S. Amateur Stepladder Final. I got to give some shout out to Daniel Chin, who was very good this week. Extremely young, or not an extremely young player, a young player who is extremely talented. Bowls collegiately at Calumet College of St. Joseph, was a part of Junior Team USA in the program season 2 ago, and had a chance at the amateur today, as well as I think he finished 10th overall. Really good week for Danny. All right, 10th frame as we prepare to wrap up Game 1 coverage here on 33 and 34, and also the free preview on Bowl TV YouTube channel, as well as the Sport of Bowling USBC Facebook page. D-Tang getting a lot of love, and he should. He's a really cool cat. I enjoy talking to him. He also has some sneakerhead vibes. I saw him a couple weeks ago. He was wearing some Jordan Fire Red 4s. I've seen him in some Concords as well. So that's an automatic A+ in my book. All right, let's give a quick check to live scoring. From the leader perspective, Shannon Puhalski shot 216 to open things up. Shannon O'Keefe shot 233. Rihanna Cote is a spare away from 216. Julia Bond shot 184. Lauren Pate shot 239. Ashley Rucker 178. Chloe Skorzinski has a field shot. She can get to 181. Hope Bramley, let's see, a split, a 6-count split. So she's got a field ball to deal with. All right, that looks like some of the scores that we see here in game number 1. It's a little bit of a surprise so far. It kind of came out roaring this morning in game 1. We'll see what game 2 may have to offer. All right, Kaylee shoots a 189 hit, by the way, 189. Nell shoots 142, 214 for Jenna Williams. And a field shot away for Hannah. And game 1 will be in the books here on 31 through 34. Again, we should have Lauren Pate, Chloe Skorzinski, Ashley Rucker, and Hope Bramley on 31 and 32. Just off camera will be Puhowski, Bond, O'Keefe, and Cote. So we will keep it here. So we know that we will have those individuals in just a few seconds. And so as goes it, that'll do it for our free preview here on the Sport of Bowling USBC Facebook page and the Bowl TV YouTube channel. Appreciate you guys sharing a little bit of your time with us. Don't forget the way to see the rest of this tournament, tonight's stepladder finals, the U.S. Amateur, and the announcement show for 2022 Team USA. It'll be a subscriber to bowltv.com. I'll have most of that action covered for you today, tonight, and this evening. So please join me. It is my pleasure. My name is Emil Williams Jr. I'll see you on the other side. For those of you already watching on Bowl TV, hang tight. We'll make one change, have a couple of graphics, and we'll get back at it. Lauren Pate, Chloe Skorzinski, Ashley Rucker, Hope Bramley, Taylor Bailey, Danielle Jedlicki, Brooke Roberts, Marissa Carey. All next on Bowl TV.